Santana. I don't know how it starts.
Yay! That was Untitled selection by Felipe Esparza on the mandolin. No, that's not a mandolin. Ukulele. What am I talking about?
You can lick this.
Ukulele. Ukulele.
Ukulele.
Ukulele.
I was trying to remember how to play not Stairway to Heaven.
Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
No, that song by the Eagles.
Hotel California.
On a dark desert highway.
Hotel California.
Yeah, Hotel California. It goes boom, boom. I forgot how it goes, but the thing is.
Warm smell of colitas rising up in the air. I like that. Welcome to Do You Even Binge?
Do you even know how to play? Ukulele?
Ukulele.
Can't even spell ukulele.
Welcome back. Thank you, everybody, for watching. People are watching and commenting and
Chatting,
enjoying everything.
thanks for those $10.
Giving us recommendations, and which we are going to get to. You know, we're like a couple weeks behind because I think we're like 2 weeks, but we have a 2-week buffer zone right now, and then we're going to go to Amsterdam in 2 weeks. And we'll have to use up one of those buffer weeks. But I think 2 weeks is a good buffer amount because I don't want to be too far behind. There are new things that are coming out that we're missing. We're going to seem late on. But we like to talk about old stuff anyway.
Old stuff.
But let me start with some on this day. Okay. June 25th is today's date as
June
we're
25th.
recording this. And on this day in 1951 was the first color TV. Oh, wait. Before we do that, I wanted to get to this fan art somebody sent us. They sent that to us.
Who are you?
That's a good question. I don't know. That's AI, right? It looks like Shane Torres there, huh?
But it's not Ron Jeremy?
That is Ron Jeremy,
okay, it
yes.
is, yeah.
But I'm just saying, I don't think the Muppets ever did an episode with Ron Jeremy.
No.
And I don't think Miss Piggy ever had cleavage showing.
Never.
So this is obviously AI or something.
Hi-ya!
And they just put her next with Gonzo in the back holding a boom mic.
I know, man. He looked like Uncle Leo.
But anyway.
And the bartender from The Simpsons, he looks like, too.
Mo.
He
Sislak.
looks like Mo.
Yeah. Anyway, so sorry, back to today in history. 1951, the first color TV broadcast. This guy named Arthur Godfrey, who I never heard of until I found out this little tidbit. He hosted a musical variety special titled Premiere from CBS in New York City to a network of 5 East Coast cities. That's it.
I thought it was invented in Mexico.
No, I have here that it wasn't invented. There was, back in 26, there was this guy named Baird, John Baird, who created a color wheel, like disc technology for color TV. That was in 26. In the 40s, there was another color TV, but this guy, Guillermo González Camarena from Guadalajara, Mexico, he created basically the best color TV at that point, the color TV technology. But it was still using that disc system, this color wheel system, which eventually died out. So his technology was great at the time, but nobody adopted it yet. And so that technology got bypassed and somebody else created some other way, whatever they do, which is, what do they do now, which is like a screen system or something.
I remember my aunt's television. She had the big 25-inch, the one with the wood.
Mm-hmm. My grandma, like
and
a big old cabinet.
And it did have on the color adjustment, it did have 3 little wheels. Mm-hmm. And one of them was pastel colors, I guess. It was purple, light blue, whatever, and the other one was green, whatever, and then the other one was like the bluish one. And I guess when everybody was barbecuing, doing whatever they were doing, my brother and I will play with all the colors. Like, let's make them blue. We'll make them blue.
Yeah.
But what was that for? That was pointless, huh?
It was just to adjust your TV.
For people who are colorblind?
No, not necessarily. It's like your TV would alter the look of how things really looked on camera. So, like, it's kind of like, I don't know, it says a bad example, but like, you know how a lot of people have HD TVs, right?
Yeah.
But not everything's shot in HD, so it's not going to look like it was meant to be on that.
They show too much
TV.
sometimes.
Yeah, so
I was watching Blood and Blood Out on the HD TV.
And it looks weird, right?
And I saw the screenwriter.
You saw the writer.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's weird. Like, some things weren't meant to show on that. Like, so you'll watch something old on there, and I think the frame rate is different, so it ends up looking like bad video, really, from the 80s. It looks like soap opera video or something.
I remember, I guess the Last Temptation of Christ or one of those Jesus Christ movie came out like in big screen and high, whatever they were mentioning, HD. Mm-hmm. Back then, it was new. And I remember having a joke. I said, I sat really close, man. I got whipped. They asked me if I knew him. I was like, Peter, nah. Well, by the way, Peter was the first guy to rank out of a hood. Like,
because he's the one that said he didn't know.
Yeah,
him,
the
right?
first person to be jumping be in the gang. And then when the moment of truth comes, he's going to say, nah, man, I'm not from nowhere.
I don't have a set.
Jesus Christ?
They still say set?
Nah, I was just with them because they were giving out free wine that one time. And they turned it from water. And I was like, okay, maybe they'll bring more wine. But I was not really with them. I was like in the back, which is why I'm alive right now.
Is that your life story?
But that's what Jesus said, right? You're going to deny me
You're
three
gonna deny me
times.
3 times. Yeah.
Before
the rooster crows. Yeah.
He should have been out there killing roosters.
That would have been the preemptive strike, huh?
Nip it at the button.
So yeah, he had a different technology, Camarena, but his technology did get used eventually in 1979. NASA used his technology, his tricolor technology, to take the first images and video of Jupiter.
Later on, they rewrote a song for him in the late 90s by mixing his name around with the words and called it Hey Macarena.
Okay, I don't think that happened. It did not happen. Okay, also in 1976, June 25th, 1976, the horror film The Omen, starring Gregory Peck and Lee Remick, premieres in the U.S. And I saw it a few years later. I was 4 when it came out in the theater. I didn't see it then. But I saw it on TV years later. I must have been maybe 10 at the time. They did not censor out this scene right here, and it forever lives in my head. Damien at his birthday party on the right there, little devil child. Gregory Peck. And this is like his caregiver, nanny.
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you.
Fucking screamed when that happened when I was a kid, and my mom tried to shield my eyes. I had never seen anything like that in my life. They didn't censor. They censored sex on TV, but they didn't censor stuff.
That
like
costume
that.
with that cone is scarier than that fucking that lady coming out of the fucking window right there, man. Those Halloween costumes they're wearing are scarier than the whole movie.
It's a birthday party.
Is it a silver guy? I think that lady said,
Sorry.
"Oh my God, I can't be around these ugly costumes, Damien. This is for you. I'm doing this for you. This fucking party sucks." We got people here with hair like the Beatles.
The evil kid's face, man. Yeah.
That look right there, I used to give that look to my mom without even watching the movie.
No,
Like I used to do that look to my mom, and I never seen the movie. I just knew the previews because I was like, that movie was too scary.
Did you think you had powers like to do something to her with your mind?
I think
I used to
if
wish I had
if I
powers.
did have powers, it was it was doing the opposite of what I was trying to tell my powers. That I wanted her to get hit, not her to hit me. Because she would like yell at me like, "Go to your room." I'd be like, with this. Then I smash my fingers. I've never seen any of those movies because I was so scared. The Omen.
Yeah.
And then I remember like talking to my friends, "Are you gonna see the new one?" But me just asking them like I've seen all of them. I didn't see any of them because I would remember that scene.
Never forgot it. I never
Damn.
forgot that scene ever.
When Damien was
Stuck in my
getting
head.
older now, and that fool gonna run for president.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
That kid who played Damien at that age, I believe it's the same kid who was in Boys from Brazil with the really blue eyes. That Boys from Brazil was so good because I expected him in Boys from Brazil to be bad. He played several boys. He's supposed to be like a clone of like the Aryan. Isaac, did we watch that all the way through? They have the old man fight. Nazi hunter. Yeah, the old man fight. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, back then if you had a name Damien, they don't even care what nationality you were. They tell you were evil.
Yeah, in South Park when they
Yeah.
introduced the one kid, they call him Damien,
And
right?
then
And then it just plays the
it wasn't-
Nosferatu music.
It wasn't until somebody came up with Jason, then Jason took over Damon.
Mm-hmm. And then Michael Myers.
Michael.
All right.
Let's talk about Michael Myers real quick, man. Cause that fool escaped in the psycho ward
Mental institution.
mental institution, right? So
Asylum, yeah.
So in the 80s, right, Ronald Reagan, that fool took out all the funding for psycho places like
Shut
that.
down all the
Shut down all those places.
the federal asylums, yeah.
Which is why, like, so that means that like a lot of crazy people got released anyway from that were Michael Myers.
My grandfather he
serial
spent a
killer.
lot of time. Well, he killed a dog and he slit my uncle's throat. I told you he jumped through my grandmother's window back in the day. She was separated from him. He roamed the streets like a homeless crazy person. He was schizophrenic, but they didn't discover it until he was 30 and he was chopping up a dog in the backyard. And she watched him in horror out the kitchen window. But I told you my history is screwed up. But so that's my grandfather. He would spend time in and out of asylums, kind of like your brother going to prison, like in winter.
Yeah.
And in the summer, he's floating around the neighborhood, like just, doing drugs and walking barefoot or whatever he was doing. But like my grandfather did the same thing. And he would always screw up our summers because he would send my grandmother a card out of nowhere, like, I'm packing my bags, like I'm coming over or whatever. And she's like, what the hell? And so we didn't get to go out all summer.
Yeah.
Because he was crazy.
So like, cause I always wonder, like Michael Myers, right? He murdered his sister and her boyfriend at Halloween, and he's standing there with a kitchen knife, the butcher kitchen knife. So they put him over there. Now he's 60, 70. He grew up in prison, right? Like asylum, but somebody taught that fool how to drive while he was in there. That always bugged me. Like, yeah, apparently somebody taught him how to drive. I remember that part of the movie. But I'm thinking, like, who goes, hey man, you know that kid, man, who murdered his sister when he was 13, 12? You know what he really needs to do is learn how to drive a car.
I don't think they said he was a good driver. How do you know he was taught? I think he could just figure out and mash the gas to run into
But sooner,
people.
like,
He didn't need
because if he was in an asylum, right, that means the only time that he was in a car was going to prison and going to court and going to prison. So he never
You don't
was
think
in the
he'd know
front
enough to,
seat.
like, put
He was
the
never in the
ignition-
front seat. He would never learn how to put a key in. Somebody taught him in that prison how to drive a car.
Interesting.
So even he must have shown like some type of genius to actually befriend somebody like Pepe, who
you
works
never-
there, you know.
Poor Pepe. Why are
He
you
wor-
throwing
he
him under the
he lives in
bus?
Santa Paula. And he's a mechanic there, and he just started befriending him. And he goes, "You have a sister?
You have a
You
sister?
killed your sister?" And he goes, Michael goes, he probably speaks only in piano noise. This, "Tee, tee, tee, tee."
Yeah, Michael doesn't ever speak, huh?
I wonder, if William Shatner, right? Like he thought he was a good-looking guy back in the day, right? He thought he was sexy,
He was attractive
and when
in
I
Star
know,
Trek.
he thought he was, and also T.J. Hooker, you look kind of sexy with that pompadour.
No, that looks a
but
total rug at that
but anyway, he
point.
thought he was cool in Star Trek. He thought he was a cool person. I bet you, when this fool saw that Michael Myers mask, he goes, "Man, what are they doing?
Yeah,
I'm a handsome guy.
yeah. Let's not
I'm not
forget.
a murderer."
Some people might not know what you're talking about, but that first mask that was used in Halloween, the first Halloween, was a mask that one of the PAs went down to the Halloween store and got. And it's a mask of William Shatner.
Because they used to be masks of Star Trek back in the
Uh-huh.
day.
It was a mask of William Shatner, and it looks all weird and distorted because it's not really fully on his head. But that is a mask of William Shatner that Michael Myers wears, and that's so funny. But you're right. He probably looked at it like, oh, what? Why would they use my mask? Like, surely that doesn't provoke horror in people, right?
Yeah, and
Wait till it's stretched
When,
across this guy's face.
when Jason got that ski mask, where did he find it?
The hockey mask? I
Yeah.
have no idea. I think he just, huh?
First movie, it was his mom that did all the killing.
His
Yeah.
mom killed everybody, the first one.
He just wore a potato sack. They didn't have the Jason
He had,
character figured out.
he wore a potato sack. The second movie? Oh,
Balls and he had a pickaxe. The third
I remember that one, yeah.
he broke into the cabin, and one of the kids was a hockey player,
oh, the third movie,
and he just stole
he stole the hockey mask from the cabin. Okay. Have you watched all these, my son, 21 years?
Do you even binge?
Do you even binge? Sorry, we're getting a little input from Isaac.
But
Hayes.
imagine, man, if people were like, that movie would have been shot by a Spanish guy. This guy would have been running around with a Manchester United soccer shirt, killing people.
Or a wrestling mask.
Or he would have out there like, who killed you? The umpire. Anyways,
funny.
yeah, go on.
All right. In 1982, Blade Runner premiered on this date. And we don't have to show the whole thing. Just show
A movie that nobody has ever finished.
show This movie's so dark and rainy. You could see this really is the whole movie. The feel of the whole movie. It's dark. But you know what? What I love about this is when they introduce Harrison Ford's character. I love this scene of the movie because I want to go to this night market. I've always, any foreign night market, if I ever go to another country and I go to one of those places,
want to eat a rat?
want
I'll get you
I
a
want it
rat.
to look like this. I don't want it to be a rat, but I want it to look like this. I want to be in this hubbub of. I never noticed their umbrellas are like lightsabers.
Yeah,
They're all lit
wow.
up. I never noticed that. But anyway, yeah. So that night market, everybody's eating. Anthony Bourdain went once to the one in Czechoslovakia, and he got that cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it looks so
So
good.
this is like downtown LA?
It's like Hong Kong. I think this is. I don't know, where is this supposed to be? LA. I think this is a Hong Kong market, but it's in the future. I have no idea.
The background music right now.
You
is-
watch this more than
the
I
background
have.
music right now is.
Huh? It's downtown LA. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's 2019. That's funny.
They thought we were going to destroy ourselves in 2012.
Well, the
I
Chinese
guess.
do own a lot of LA properties in LA. Let's not deny that. They did lose a hold on
Okay, man,
Chinatown,
this
though.
is the-
Chinatown's
the-
like disappearing.
This is the best part of the scene right here. Evergen shows up. Evergen almost shows up.
Yeah, a little
wearing the
cholo back
exact
there.
outfit from Zoot Suit, but in space.
Yeah, he's got the Pachuco zoot suit outfit on.
This is where the actor decides to add stuff to the character, man. Like when the director was like, if you probably read the real original Blade Runner,
He's not a cholo.
he's not a cholo.
Pachuco.
And
He's not
his,
cholo. He's Pachuco, right?
his car is a lowrider though in this
That's true.
movie, and this is something that probably that Edward just almost added to the character.
I
Orale,
think he was giving a lot of. Oh, he does say ora.
orale. How about if After every time he leaves the scene, he leaves a little piece of origami.
That is the stupidest thing, that he leaves origami everywhere.
Little
Boy, his acne
sign.
scars looked a lot worse back then. I still always thought he was attractive, though, in Miami Vice.
So I try to pop out our blackheads, but they don't come out.
Okay, we can end this. Did not expect to go that long.
You know, there's a
on that
Blade
one.
Runner Part 2, man, and I guess he has a baby with that cyborg.
With Sean Young?
Yeah. And my favorite scene of that of Blade Runner is the end when that cyborg is Roger Howe is saying,
Roger Hauer.
he's like this bragging, I've seen things.
Yeah, we talked about it last week.
things
Or last episode on your birthday.
that'll blow your mind. I've seen rockets fly out of the beams out of Orion
All right. The
All
next
these
thing that
memories
happened on this date.
will be gone like a fart in the wind.
He doesn't say fart in the wind.
No?
He says tears in the
Oh,
rain. Like tears in the rain. But fart in
Like-
the wind is the same sort
like
of
a bellow in
concept.
the wind.
Because he's also crying in the
Yeah.
rain at the time, right? Okay, so 1988, on this date, Roger Rabbit debuted.
You know, you could actually do Blade Runner and just call it like Immigrant Runner, and Harrison Ford is basically ICE
Ice.
going
yeah.
after all these Mexican cyborgs that went outliving their limit, their usefulness.
Okay, so if Edward James Olmos is trying to track down those guys, the cyborg, the androids, he's trying to track those people down. What is Harrison Ford there for?
He's
Isn't he a detective too, or a?
it was just almost his supervisor.
Oh, he's his supervisor. He's Decker's supervisor.
Yeah.
I never put that together. I thought they were like independent. Well, I guess that's because Harrison Ford's supposed to be rogue, kind of.
Yeah.
He goes off on his own.
Because when Edward just almost at the end of the movie, he knows that he let the other cyborg live, and then that's when he left the little origami with the little dinosaur, and he looks back like this, like Quintana, or just almost, and he goes, "Nothing lasts forever, eh?"
All right, you ready to move on?
Yeah, man.
Roger Rabbit. Who Framed Roger Rabbit debuts, and this guy got a little work. You can go ahead and play it.
Please, don't worry. Whatever you say, yes, ma'am. Aye, sir. Okay.
Boy, I love Roger Rabbit. I am Roger Rabbit. Well, I'm not really Roger Rabbit.
Brother, sister. I'm here, baby.
He's Roger Rabbit. I'm Charles Fleischer. But I did create the voice of Roger Rabbit, and
How
I did it
annoying
every
must
day
he
live
have
on the
been
set
on
when
the
they were
set
filming
of
the
that
movie.
movie?
You don't
Charles
believe me,
Fleischer
do
is a
you?
weird comic. I don't know if you've seen him live ever.
But I'm gonna show
Oh my god, I didn't know he wore the suit while he's doing
I'm
the
here to
voice
give you
He has to wear a
personal
suit?
on the
guide
scene. Do
tour
you see him
into the
right
world
there?
of
He
the
was
film.
wearing
Yeah.
a suit
I'm gonna
and
show
on
To help
the
the
scene
actors
to
out,
help-
huh?
Yeah.
Who made Roger Rabbit?
He didn't even ask him to wear it. He just showed up.
I just got a really good idea. I know someone whose
he's-
advice would be very helpful at this point.
He's one of
Hey,
those
Roger, come here,
comics
quick.
with like a
Out of
weird
the TV.
personality, right?
Out of the TV. Come on.
He's standoffish.
I think all
Awkward.
comics that do sounds are weird,
Yeah.
like Gabriel Iglesias, Jay Lamont, Paulo Francisco,
There's the animation.
Michael Winslow.
like
They're
they have a difficult time being themselves, right?
Yes. There's a great episode of Michael Winslow on White Shadow, by the way.
I really hope
Oh,
my
and
idea
he's
helped
regular.
you.
He's not doing voices.
No, he's doing
He
voices.
is.
You and I are
And
on the
but
same
there's
page.
he's
Or
He
should
does
I
voices in
say
Cheech and
the
Chong
same
movies.
frame?
in the White Shadow one, Michael Winslow.
All right, I'm
White
gonna
Shadow
zip you back.
episode,
You ready?
Michael Winslow
1,
is
2,
in the team, but he's in the basketball team, but he has a split
that
personality,
means you two.
and the episode ends with him not taking medication, and he's doing other characters in the mirror.
Oh, so they just made him crazy.
They do all the characters in the mirror all fast. He's going, and he's like, it's sad.
Wow.
It's a sad episode.
That is sad.
Yeah.
Mental health issue.
Yeah, it was.
Uh,
It was a
episode.
mental health issue without
Inside the world of Roger
mentioning
Rabbit.
mental
It
health.
looks like the normal
You can
run-of-the-mill
end that.
cartoon,
Thank you.
right?
Yeah, Charles Fleischer, I remember seeing him at the Comedy Store when I visited as a tourist to LA.
He was
And-
killing.
He was not killing, and he did not do Roger Rabbit, of course, because why would you if you're on stage like I don't know. I mean, I guess you could to remind people who you
He
were.
did Roger Roundtree. What's up, brother?
No, he did. He did his old black man voice, skibbity doo. Every time he talked to somebody in the audience, it was like, "Hey, baby, hey, lady, what you trying to do after the show?" And I was like, "What is going on?" And he was trying to do crowd work, and it was failing. There was silence. This was the main room. It was huge, and it was empty. And I think it was New Year's Eve. It was such a sad. It was the same show I went to see Joe Rogan on too, and it wasn't like, here's Joe Rogan, here's the guy from Roger Rabbit. It was just like, here's a show, if you want to come see it. And I think this was 98, maybe. It was the Dead Times at the Comedy Store during that time. But yeah, so Charles Fleischer was there and just running the light and not doing well. And then you told me you read it in the book, or you knew for some reason that he did all the construction backstage at the Comedy Store, that shitty construction.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. That because
That place is put together like with Scotch tape.
He does construction. He's a construction worker, a good one. And
I don't know how good.
And there's another comic that works there too. That he's into that. He does that type of work too.
He did all the floors, but all the floors are uneven. They're all like, they're not level. That place
he got all his stuff at Acme though.
Acme, that's a good one. All right, that's it for that segment. But let's talk about what we're currently binging together. You started binging, and I kind of hopped in on it, and it is
Painkiller with that lady from Orange and New Black, Uzo Aduba. I wouldn't have recognized her. John Ritter's son, Ferris Bueller, all fat, and old, looking like BB.
He does look like BB.
Run from pain.
You have a Latino friend, Mexican
and that
friend
dude, man, I don't know who he is, that
Pain,
actor, but I thought he was the night man on What We Do in the Shadows.
We will never have to worry about money again.
Pain is no longer something we have to tolerate.
And that lady right there surprised the hell out of me, man. She's from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, it's funny. She's from Saudi Arabia. I thought she looked like Christine Taylor. I thought that was Christine Taylor.
Marsha.
That's Christine Taylor. Yeah. The new Marsha.
This movie is about the Oxycontin.
Excuse me?
And how a company called Purdue put it out in the market, and it's a good
and
series.
ignored the fact that opioids are addictive.
And then they showed how this. I felt like this movie was like it's like this, man. Okay, man. We had the crack epidemic, but black people ain't smoking crack anymore. Right. And black people don't use heroin.
This drug is
You know, how can we get white people back into start doing drugs? I know, painkillers.
Yeah, he had a
it is.
He had a comment
Let's kick you out
about
so this hit Middle America more than they hit the hood.
Right. Well, there was the pipeline, which they don't really dig into that much. But there was
this is the beginning of it.
Yeah, there was this pipeline though. Eventually, toward the end of the Oxycontin epidemic,
in America.
the pipeline was from Florida, where they had a lot of easy clinics that you could visit quickly, get a prescription out of nowhere. They had hot zones that the company Purdue would look at and say, okay, these doctors are doing the most prescribing, and those were like their target areas that they focused on.
Thank you.
And that's why they call it hillbilly heroin, because it went from Florida, where they purchased it and these prescriptions, all the way up to Kentucky. People would drive down and go back up. It was like this Oxycontin highway, and it went from Kentucky down to Florida. And so the pills that they got in Florida for legit scripts, legit prescriptions, but they weren't really legit. It was kind of the same way medical marijuana was, where they just say, you got any pain? Yeah, my back hurts sometimes. Or, oh, yeah, my knees hurt. Or I can't sleep, or whatever.
They kind of, they touched on it a lot in the first season of Claws.
Claws. The first 3 seasons, I think, or 2.
And then it looked like so easy to make.
Because anybody could set up a clinic.
You set up a clinic with 2 doctors, basically.
You
like
hire the doctors, yeah.
Basically, they ran it the way the first 2 years of the marijuana legalization marijuana for medical use
Medical,
started
yeah.
here in California.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first time I went to get a medical license, it was in Venice Beach, and I actually saw a doctor, and we sat down, and I talked to him, and he didn't even touch me. I just told him, and he right away signed off the license. And the second time, same thing. He just signed it off. The third time, I went into a room, and there was a television. There was a doctor there, and he was at his house. Hey, how you feel? Good. All right. And then that was it. And he signed me off. And I'm pretty sure Oxycontin ran exactly like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there were, some places didn't have a doctor there.
Yeah, there weren't even doctors in some cases. And so on the East Coast or Midwest, from the South, from Florida up to Kentucky, once they got up to Kentucky, each of those pills went for $100. Just the pill was $100. And
You ever
people
did
were-
it?
No.
Did I do it?
No, I don't think so. You weren't really a pill person, but you would just take whatever people would give you. And you did do pills that one time, but that was Xanax that you were doing, which basically is the same. It's not really as strong as Oxycontin. It's not the same properties, but it is a downer.
The neighbor at the
suppresses your
loft,
breathing.
he used to do Oxycontin. He
Yeah.
would crunch it up and then snort it.
It's crazy. Yeah, I think Matthew Broderick plays Sackler, Richard Sackler, one of the Sackler family who owned Purdue Pharmaceuticals. But he talked about wanting to find this place between, or that would keep you from pain, but keep you like active and lucid or whatever. Which
Yeah.
the pill
I need that for
itself,
my ankle right now.
the pill itself. He twisted his ankle today. He needs some Oxycontin.
I didn't twist it. I sprained it.
Well, how? By twisting it?
No, twisting when you do like this. Mine was just like burp.
It's a twist.
Yeah.
It's a rollover, a rolled ankle. But anyway, it's a 12-hour time release pill, right? And Oxycontin, and then it's got a coating on it that's kind of hard and dissolves over time. So you get a dose of the drug throughout the day, low doses. But people worked around that by crushing it, and it just released the 12-hour dose right there at once, and was basically like heroin. And they treated it like heroin when you had a problem. So
They have a Oxycontin that's 160 milligrams.
that they took off the market eventually.
They call it Oxycontin.
Oxycoffins.
Oxycoffins.
So
Well, they're shooting
that's
it up too. You know, did you hear about it?
Somebody did say in the trial that they discovered that they were not only snorting it but also taking it intravenously. So that's, yeah.
That'd be
It's
crazy
gonna be
how
insane.
to cut up the Oxycontin and then do a bump and then shoot up heroin
I think you'd die.
and then play the crazy bit on the Raiders.
I think if you had oxy and heroin, that's the same. You wouldn't be breathing anymore after a while.
You turn into a super villain.
Yeah. It's because it suppresses your respiratory system the most. And I mean that's what's going to be affected in an overdose. You're not going to be breathing anymore. Your body will be so depressed, your functions in your body, that it'll be like you're at death levels.
I think I was at a place where the people were waiting for their pills like that.
I
And it
think
was
when I broke
depressing.
my ankle,
Yeah, I
and
think I was there with you.
half of the place was imaging, X-rays and MRIs and stuff like that, and then the other side said pain management, and I'm sitting there watching. I don't know, people of all ages, but a lot of older people,
lot of
though,
housewives.
coming over like, oh, I'm feeble, and then they were walking out fine, like they felt amazing.
They go in there all old and walk out like the dancing guy from the Six Flags.
Six Flags, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that's it. We're watching that, and you watch the whole series. It's 6 episodes.
I watched the whole
Netflix.
series.
And I guess there's another one on Hulu that came out earlier that I did not watch it. I don't think you watched it.
You
Called
know,
Dope Sick.
that movie with the bank robbery movie with Ben Affleck, the one that shot in Boston. The Town.
Oh, The Town. I didn't
Yeah,
see
The
it.
Town.
I don't see any
The
Ben
t-
Affleck movie.
The Town is like was originally written as a bunch of a bunch of guys robbing pharmacies, Oxycontin pharmacies, because in Boston, in Massachusetts, and all those areas, all the bad areas of Massachusetts, like that town that starts with an L. I can't think about it. Logan. I don't know the name of it. But those areas where there was a crew of OxyContin heads, and they were robbing at gunpoint all the drugstores that were in the Boston area. And they made a movie about it. Somebody that was actually got away with it. He did time. He did a real independent movie about the OxyContin robberies. And so when the guy decided to write the background movie, he got the idea from the guys that were robbing the Oxycontin.
Yeah, because that has happened in our history before. That's what Drugstore Cowboy is based on, the Quaaludes epidemic. And what happened was they just took Quaaludes off the market, and then it solved the epidemic. I don't know why they didn't take OxyContin off the market, because they wanted I think because the company didn't have a feeling of personal responsibility, and they kept pushing the problem on, well, those are just addicts. Addicts are going to abuse everything. So we don't want to take away from providing pain relief to people who really need it. So we can't. They weren't going to take it off the market. But I think Squibb was the people who made Quaaludes, but they just took them off the market, and if you weren't getting them from the actual prescription, like an actual legit prescription, then the Quaaludes weren't the same. Like the bootleg ones weren't as strong as real Quaaludes. So once the real Quaaludes were gone, and weren't being sold in drugstores or anything anymore, the bootleg Quaalude market never took over. But I think now maybe the technology is good enough to where people just do knockoffs like fentanyl. That's a completely synthetic opioid.
Funny how
It's cheap to make.
we're the only mammals that want to get high.
That's not true, though. There are monkeys and stuff who will chew on cacao leaves and things. They love those things.
They're just hungry though. They just keep eating till they stop surviving.
I don't know about that.
But they don't like go
They sit
there
around and
they don't
chew
go
on
have sex and get food and go, man, let's go eat those funny leaves again. But humans, man, no matter what, man, we just want pleasure.
We're looking for
immediately.
entertainment. Yeah.
Dance for me. Also, no hats on the bed.
No hats on the bed. Yeah, Drugstore Cowboy is more the lewds. Although they don't talk about lewds, they're going after Dilaudid, any sort of opiate.
Fuck, Dilaudid, man. That's stronger
Dilaudid
than
strong.
Oxycontin, huh?
No. Oxy's 100 times more strong.
Because that guy has that little ass veil like this.
Vial, yeah. Dilaudid is strong, but it's not stronger than Oxy.
Yeah, this much right here. Yeah, like he said, it was worth at least $5,000.
Yeah, that Dilaudid is crazy.
But you gotta mix it with other stuff, right? You just can't straight take it, right?
I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't take it.
Because that girl OD'd.
Yeah, I think she was tiny too, and that was pure Dilaudid. I don't know how they administer it. I think very small amounts. But she was also a teenager, wasn't she? She was a kind of dumb teenager. Anyway, so yeah, go watch that. It's good. It's depressing though. Very depressing, because each episode starts with a real family saying, you know, my son's case didn't make it, or we're not a famous couple or whatever who lost their kid, but we still lost our kid, and then they'll show their loved one who passed away. It's very sad. And then the episode starts. So you see some real families who are affected by it. Okay, so this week's subject has nothing to do with any of this stuff, and it's a hate watch episode today, because we watched something for no reason other than just to, I guess, see if we could figure out why they did this.
We felt like the Addams Family Values when they're in a summer camp, and Wednesday and her little fat brother, they don't want to listen to the camp counselor, and they don't want to obey. So they torture them by putting them and the other kids instead of a cabin to watch something that those type of kids don't want to watch anymore, like Barney.
Yeah. Like being forced to watch. It was really torturous to get through 8 episodes of The Baldwins, which is a new reality show.
8 episodes.
Is it TLC who made it? The Learning Channel, and I didn't learn anything, but it was airing on HBO on Max.
Yes. Because Max is owned by Viacom.
Is it? I think it's owned by Warner Brothers, I believe.
I don't know.
Oh. But anyway, yeah, it's do you know what hate watching is though? So it's you're watching something you really don't like, or it's something that's bad. Like I told you, Will Trent was really hard to watch, but I wasn't really hate watching that. Hate watching involves more like you love to hate it, like it's a guilty pleasure. Or
I didn't find no pleasure.
I didn't find any pleasure. Or you're watching it because you want to talk about how shitty people are, like 90 Day Fiancé. There are whole pages dedicated, like fan pages that are anti-fan pages. And it's just the hate watchers. It's the people who love to make fun of all the people on that show. And so the Baldwins have their own haters out in the internet world that are called pepinos.
Tell them what the reference to pepinos.
Well, so Hilaria is Alec Baldwin's wife, right? And this show follows both of them after several scandals in their lives. And the first scandal that came, you could play that one, yeah.
We have very few ingredients. We have tomatoes. We have, how do you say it? Cucumber? Cucumber. How do you say it? Cucumber. Cucumber.
She apparently forgets the word cucumber in English. So that's the whole start of her.
Gazpacho is basically cold ass salsa with no spices.
Salsa, yes. It's cold pureed salsa.
You know what? Just call it tomato juice. Get out of here.
It's gross. I don't want any cold tomato soup at all. And they put sour cream on it too. I don't know if they do that in España, but
she thought like she should be in that movie with Ben Affleck in Boston.
In Boston. She's born in Boston. So anyway, you can end that one, yeah. So we didn't. Basically, it's your basic reality show. This Baldwins, okay.
It's like Octomom, 90 Day Fiance, and Love After Lockup. And
it is like all.
And
together.
fucking Kate and her ugly kid. I don't know what they're called.
Kate and her ugly kids.
Kate and
plus
Olsen.
8.
Kate and 8, whatever it's called.
Kate and 8 ugly kids.
Kate and 8 and the Osbournes.
Oh yeah.
Like put all those shows together and take the bad stuff out of those shows and make one show.
And take all the interesting clips out.
It's like the Osbournes. If Ozzy would have shot someone at a concert, or instead of biting a bat, he bit somebody's finger by accident, and then said, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know."
Sorry.
Sharon, you told me this was a real bat.
And if Sharon turned out not to be British, but
and Sharon was from Jersey the whole time.
From Jersey. Yeah, because what's so weird. Okay. All right. I can hardly believe this is happening, and this is kind of why we watched it. It was like, why would they decide to do a reality show now? So let me take you through this. Let's say, dime. Un momento, por favor. Can you show the Eduardo Carocchio clip right now?
Oh, gosh, none of this would never have happened if you hadn't said God bless you.
Oh, don't start with that.
Hold it, people. Matador? What matador?
She told this couple she had an affair with a matador.
A matador. Well. Un momento, por favor. Pray tell, what was the young man's name?
Young man's name.
Eduardo Carocchio.
Eduardo Carocchio.
Masterful.
That's good.
Okay, that's good. But let's say I meet you from across the room at a restaurant.
Yeah,
And
maracas on.
maracas. It's the natural sound effect as I walk up to you as maracas in the background. I flirt with you. We meet. I tell you that my name is
Quesadilla.
Lisabel. Quesadilla. That's
Elizabeth.
hilarious. Okay, my name is Lisabel, right? Or Elizabeth. Elisabetta. I don't know.
Elisabella.
Elisabetta. I don't. What would be my name? I don't know. Lisa works. Anyway, I tell you that's my name, and that I lived in Spain for many years, and I'm a yoga instructor, and blah blah blah. You're infatuated with me. I'm this amazing, exotic woman.
Keep talking, Hilaria.
Lisabel.
Oh,
Lisabetta.
Lisabel.
What is my name? I don't know. Anyway.
Keep talking,
So
Elizabeth.
So we have a bunch of kids. You give a bunch of interviews about how awesome I am, and I'm from Spain, and
She's
have
quite a
this
tamale,
accent.
guys.
I'm quite a tamale. I'm a spicy tamale, and then one day during the pandemic, everybody's bored, and they out me as actually I was born in Ohio, right? And or born in Boston in this case.
Not Boskin.
Boston.
Not from Basque.
So, so I'm born in Ohio, and
So basically, Alec Baldwin should have just looked at her the way he looked at the last kid and guys, let's just go to the Gap.
like so we're just a couple of white people. That's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah. So she's so it's I'm outed now that I'm not from Spain. And I'm like, wait, I never said I was from Spain. I said
she
my
also
family was
she also took awards like Latin Hispanic Woman Magazine
so I
of
have
the month.
So I have a bunch of things in her timeline. But let me just continue to take you through this. So it's outed now. Now everybody's coming down on me. All your fans are making fun of me.
But people don't know that. We gotta let people know that she did a lot of TV
Well, I'm gonna show
pretending
that.
to be in Spanish before we got to this point.
Yeah, I'm going to show that. I'm taking you through the whole thing because I'm just shocked as to why they would do this show. So then after that whole scandal blows over, you shoot somebody and you kill somebody on a movie set. And
I get a picture on her phone. Lo mataste? Cut that shit out right now. We're serious.
and then after the trial and everything, we decide the best thing for us as a family is to bring cameras into our home and show our lives.
Yeah, kids are born the same year.
Yeah, we have two. Okay, so she has. That's the bizarre part with the kids is that she has 4 kids in a row. Then she has a miscarriage, and it's the most devastating thing for her. And the miscarriage is very upsetting. Her had 3 years old. It's after her devastating miscarriage, she decides. And then 7
What if I went faster?
I know the name now, though. I'll tell you all the names. But first, go back into the scenario. So the big question for me is like, when did Alec find out? I don't know exactly when. 2013. First of all, she chose. They meet in 2010. Supposedly she has a summer skin thing. Internet experts that I got to do. Those say she didn't count 9 months. She was saying 2009. And probably took about 21 days. So it's like been,
I became intoxicated. So I pushed the lever on toward even greater speed. "13 years have passed. 14, 15, 16. And then suddenly the light was gone. What had happened? Thousands of centuries had passed. I had to stop and find out.
They were prominent doctors. Yeah. Gladly or thankfully, there's no season 2 for this show. And I doubt there will be because they only got an average of 400,000 viewers.
Hopefully this podcast will help them get more.
You can go hate watch it, but I swear you won't make it past like episode 2 or 3.
Raw dog it, man.
really
I did
bad.
it straight sober the whole season.
The last 2-3 episodes are all recap, all trying to figure out something. The worst part about it all, though, first of all, they have to acknowledge in the beginning episodes that somebody died, right? That what's her name? Helena Hutchinson died from Alec Baldwin shooting her on set. It was accidental, I believe, with my heart. Of course, it was accidental. There shouldn't have been a live round on that set. Yeah, he should have checked that gun too, because he's producer. He should have been comfortable knowing that it didn't have a live round in there or whatever. And the buck stops with him because he's the producer. So it sucks to be the boss. You have to take the brunt of the blame, but whatever. This person lost their life. There's a little boy who has no mom anymore and a husband who has no wife anymore. And so they mention it, they acknowledge it, then they move on to, oh, the dog shit on the carpet again. Or, oh, Edu, come over here. You're getting flour all over the place and we're baking cookies. Like that's the next scene. It goes too quickly from, oh, there's this tragedy to we're making brownies in the kitchen.
Also, I don't know if I should go to the court. Does he need me there? Or should I stay with all the nannies and the kids?
I know, and she wants to know if she should go to court with him.
Instead in the front row.
Oh, she's in the front row. It's so bad. She just inserts herself in these scenes. And then they talk constantly about Alec's PTSD from all this. Like, it's all on Alec. Anyway, we got to wrap it up because we're going too long. But I have one game, quick game. I'm going to name 3 stars of an Alec Baldwin movie. And you name the movie.
3 stars?
Yeah, 3 people.
Okay.
Who are in the movie with him. Now, because we're going to show you pictures, because I know you don't know actors' names all the time. So, Kevin Bacon, you know that guy. Elizabeth McGovern.
That's one movie?
Yes. Kevin Bacon, Elizabeth McGovern, this woman here, and Holland Taylor.
That's all one movie.
That's all one movie.
She's having a baby.
Yes, very good. She's having a baby. Yay. Another one.
That's a good movie.
Fred Ward.
Miami Blues.
Very good. You do it.
Fucking Alec Baldwin punches the shit out of him and takes his fucking fake teeth and puts it inside of his mouth. And then he wears those dirty teeth in his mouth. And then the first scene, he's coming into the airport and these Hare Krishna guy starts to talk to him. Yeah. And he breaks their fingers. And the guy has he goes into shock and he kills them.
Yeah. That's a crazy movie.
And then, of course, it's horrible. It's like a totally B-movie scene where there's these bodybuilders doing a drug deal in Venice Beach, and he walks out to them and he brought both of them. Also, man,
he's like a psychopath in that movie, right?
Fred Ward is in the prequel of The Matrix called Remo Williams. Remo Williams, if you see The Matrix, how they dodge bullets in The Matrix, Fred Ward did that in Remo Williams. And he was dodging bullets exactly like The Matrix in that movie. And that movie sucks, Remo Williams. If you want to watch a good movie that's... every time we saw a dirty guy with black hair that looked like Fred Ward, we call him Remo.
Yeah, Fred Ward's like classic hillbilly act. Well, he plays a lot of hillbillies. A lot of southern
It's a badass movie, man.
Okay, next one. Sam Neill. Oh, wait. So, yeah, we did that. Sam Neill. James Earl Jones. And,
The Hunt for Red October.
Yes, and Sean Connery. Hunt for Red October. Good.
That paid for that Hampton House.
That paid for the Hampton House for sure. Okay, the next
The
one.
Hunt for Red October.
Kevin Spacey. Al Pacino. Ed Harris. And of course, Alec.
Oh yeah, that's that scene when he comes in and goes, "Who the fuck are you? Fuck you. That's who I am." That's Stewie. Glenn Ross.
Glengarry Glen Ross.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, there you go. Glengarry Glen Ross.
That movie ends when Alec Baldwin leaves. By the way,
Yeah, it's no fun after that.
Just no
turns
fun.
into a play.
Turns into a play.
It's too mammotish.
And also, man, Al Pacino's in the movie, but he's not in that scene where Alec Baldwin is talking. Right?
Right, he's not in that scene. I think he's out in the field, isn't he?
Yo,
he's working.
There's no room for a hoo-ha.
He's the one who ends up stealing the leads, right?
Yeah.
Or was it Jack Lemmon? It was
I
Jack
don't know.
Lemmon. It was Jack Lemmon. He steals the leads. Okay, last one. Joan Cusack. Michelle Pfeiffer. Matthew Modine.
Something about the Vanities?
No. Married to the Mob.
Oh, okay, I never seen that one.
You never saw that? That's good. It was funny. Well, at the time. Anyway, that's our game for today. And that's all I have.
Alec.
Baldwinos.
Alec.
Literally, the whole show is like this. Horrible show. Don't watch it.
Don't watch it, man.
You
will hate yourself, and you'll hate anybody who's that short, and that fakes an accent.
All right. Adios.
Hasta luego, Alec.
Baldwinos.
Alec.
Literally, the whole show is like this.